Just a quick disclaimer before we get into today's video. Not being from Ireland myself, I may butcher pronunciations of any places mentioned. Hello and welcome to Network News. Today I'm covering a much more optimistic story than last time, that being the publication of the All Ireland Strategic Rail Review, which has recommended a series of enhancements to the rail network in both Ireland and Northern Ireland, including double or even quad tracking sections of the network, electrification, line speed enhancements and, most excitingly, a series of new and reopened lines. The total costs for all these works are expected to be approximately £27 billion or €32 billion, of which a quarter is expected to be paid for by Northern Ireland. If delivered in full, these works could mean that major intercity routes see reductions in journey times of up to 50%, as well as increases in frequency to an hourly or even half-hourly service. 700,000 more people would live within 5 kilometres of a station, and 90% of aviation passengers would be able to get to their airport by rail through the construction of new airport rail links in Dublin, Belfast and Shannon. There are also plans to significantly increase Ireland's provision for rail freight, which currently has the lowest modal share in Europe at less than 1%. Despite all this, the plans have been criticised by some for not going far enough. For example, Enniskillen in Fermanagh is the only county in the UK without a rail link. Again, I'm sorry if I'm butchering those pronunciations. Despite this, the plans are still very substantial. To give you an idea of their scale, here's the full list of new lines that are proposed under this report. Remember, this doesn't include any upgrades or electrification of existing lines. Intercity lines are proposed to run from Belfast to Newry with a new spur for services towards Portadown, Clongriffin to Drogheda with a spur to Dublin Airport, a new cross-city tunnel in Dublin from Spencerdock to Houston, Hazel Hatch to Port Arlington with a spur to Kildare for services onto Waterford, Adamstown to Maynooth and Portadown to Derry Londonderry. New regional lines are also proposed to run from Derry Londonderry to Letterkenny and also Portadown to Mullingar. Reopened lines are proposed to run between Mullingar and Athlone, Claremorris and Athrenny via Tuam, Waterford and Wexford, as well as reinstatement of passenger services from Limerick to Foynes with a new link to Shannon Airport, reinstatement of services from Lisburn to Antrim with a stop at Belfast International Airport, and there's also proposals for a new chord at Limerick Junction. These proposals make a stark contrast from yesterday's news, which saw the UK government cutting its rail investment plans. I haven't had time to read the report in full, but what I've skimmed over is extremely promising. It will be interesting to see how many, if any, of these projects end up being implemented, but I'm quietly optimistic, as most of the projects are relatively small in scale and could be delivered as a series of separate projects rather than trying to do them all in one big hit, like with HS2, which hasn't gone well, to put it mildly. Anyway, if you'd like the full details of what's being proposed, I'll leave a link to the report in the description. Let me know what you think of these plans. Are they too ambitious? Maybe they don't go far enough. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe for more updates like this, and I hope to see you again soon. Whilst we're sitting on the outro screen for this video, I just wanted to give a massive thank you to David Rocky Road and Simon Trains for providing all the footage for today's video. It wouldn't have been possible without them, so thank you very much.